guys. Just gonna start the stream. We're gonna wait for Tornado to appear. I believe he's okay. No drama, no drama.
Когда на пик горы сядут облака, так что за белой дымкой не видно край. И вздохнув глубоко, посмотрю я вдаль, понимаю, что это и есть мой рай. И по ночам мне снится вся красота, что в Дагестане. Я буду родиной гордиться, ее любить не перестану. И даже за границей у дагестанского народа в сердцах любовь искрится к своей земле, к своей природе. Когда солнце стоит прямо над головой, наполняя цветы и даря тепло, громкий гул принесется за детворой, ветром с моря гонимой назад домой. А потом уже ночь примет свой черед, две звезды вдалеке ослепит глаза. И когда сонный город опять уснет, понимаю, что это и есть мой рай. И по ночам мне снится вся красота, что в Дагестане. Я буду родиной гордиться, ее любить не перестану. И даже за границей у дагестанского народа в сердцах любовь искрится к своей земле, к своей природе.
So L, which is you,
Yeah, let's
which
listen
is the
to
divine,
decode your
is
reality
stuck
a
in
bit.
the prison. You're
No.
stuck in a prison. 26 is going to reduce down to the number 8. And the prison is infinity. It never ends, ever.
Yo.
And that's where you get these two characters.
Okay.
And that's where you're going to get the source of everything. See how all this works, folks? It's really not that difficult. I mean, it's just that simple. Jordan in the house. What's up, brother? Give Jordan some love. Waters above. Get over there and support his great research. He's got a course out. He's got a university. I was able to do a podcast with him. I was so grateful to be the first one to do the podcast. Jordan's got a university out there right now. It's a training course, and listen, man, he's at the top of his game. He's one of the greatest, I think. His channel is growing. By the way, Jordan, congratulations. He's over 100,000 subscribers. I just saw that. I just went to your channel today, actually. Like, I wonder how he's doing. And he's over 100,000, and I was like, good for him, man. You deserve it. So go give him some support. He is a one of a kind, and he does his screenplay like VIP, man. He is a VIP of his screenplay, and that's what I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of people doing what their screenplay calls for. Jordan from Waters Above is squeezing every drop that he can out of life. And I could tell you that when he passes on and he's on his deathbed, he'll be able to confidently say that he used up his entire life. Like, he used it up completely. He squeezed every drop out of it. So he's an inspiration, he's an influence. So go support his work if you can. Definitely worth it.
Rolling one. Sup, guys?
Okay,
That's good.
no comment at Logan. Have you decoded any directors? Tons.
What you see here,
They're just not directors.
it's just a simple
No pun intended.
multiplayer. You can
Truman
connect
Show?
to it. It's still on my
director of
local
that?
machine, so obviously not.
Tons of
But
directors.
you'll be able to connect chat, voice, run
Tons of
around in our beautiful world of Bitmap.
Truth Seeker 86. What do you think?
Also
of the movie
check out
23 with
guys,
Jim Carrey.
there's
I love it.
there's like
What is up with the number 23?
sweeping war going on in Bitmap right now.
Well, let's take you on the journey, right?
Cannot even get a good low number one. Was replaced like 5 times today.
23. There you go. What does it mean? 23 and me. You know that genetic coding, right? 23 and me. Yeah, the movie and me. The movie. You're in a movie. Pretty simple. Where your blood
We
is
need to
pumping.
scoop some more sub 100.
23 and me.
I believe
Chromosomes. 23
I
and
swapped
me.
Patoshis yesterday.
42. 42
and
is what?
We have doubled the floor
Reincarnation.
price since. There's a guy that
That's
placed
why
it
I'm
2
telling you,
hours
folks, when you follow this,
ago. 2 of them for 65
it's a
bucks.
guarantee.
Still way
to come
more
back
than
and
we
be
paid
part of
for them yesterday.
23.
But there are also some punks available for a great
You
price.
get another shot
I
at
saw that.
Which is not a bad deal, which may just be the ultimate truth anyway.
Might just go for some of the community punks. I don't know yet. We'll see.
23.
But
That's
the
what
main
23
goal of
is. It's tied
this
to
channel
blood.
right now, this stream, is just to
And
wait
how is
for
blood made?
Tornado to
By the women.
give us some sign
Women
that
create
he's
it.
alive
Men
and
can't
stuff.
create another human
I
being.
know that he's
That's why
alright.
the women have all the power.
Guys,
Especially if
for
you're, listen,
those
if you're a
who
woman,
are worried sick, I know
He
are you
for
acting
the
like
fact
the
he's
VIP of
alright.
your movie? I hope so.
do
The
not
world needs you.
lose
to
sleep
do
over
that.
this.
And the women get to create
Had
planets
to make this stream.
So you guys,
so they can be in
get up to
the
date.
movie.
All is good with the tornado.
He will be back.
That's why this
Do
number
not
in
worry.
numerology, by the way, if you study
Do not lose
numerology,
sleep over
23 is considered the luckiest number out of all them all. Well, now you know why. There's no such thing as luck. But 23 reduces down to what number? 5. 5 looks like the letter S, as in sun,
Okay.
as in soul.
Yeah.
That's why 13 is so big. It's just really that simple, folks.
I'll turn on the camera a bit later.
Well, I might as well go to this now. I'm here. This is one of the sneak peeks that I have gone out. So I might as well show you this. Are you ready? Eternal life. It's got a great draw to it. The idea. Eternal life. Got the DNA there. What does eternal life mean? Do you want to live forever? Well, you know, I started to study, I've been studying a lot of Latin.
Okay,
A
this is
lot.
much better.
And it's interesting because the Latin alphabet has 23 letters in it. Just coincidentally, of course. It's always coincidental. But you know, this right here is Matthew, the first book of the New Testament, chapter 26, verse 26. And this is the Passover. This is the cannibalism right here. Because Jesus is taking the Eucharist, the body of the Christ, the bread, the pan, and he's telling them to eat it. And in Latin, it's this. It's this right here. This is
All
take
right.
ye and eat. This is my body. Corpus is body. Look at what number you get. Yeah, and so then you go to this scripture. I mentioned it earlier. And the Lord God said, behold, the man is become one of us to know good and evil, and now, lest he put his hand forth, and take also the tree of life and live forever. There you go, the tree of life. Take, eat, this is my body. Take the tree of life and eat and live forever. What does Jesus promise you? Eternal life. And now you know what the 322 is, and now maybe you'll look at the Skull and Bones organization, just a little bit differently. Because I promise you, they know what this means. And if you think they don't, well, I would say that shows your ignorance.
Okay.
So there you go. And this means living forever in duality. That's what the scripture means. Living forever in duality by doing these rituals of cannibalism and vampirism. Okay. Just so we can be
One
clear.
question for you guys.
So you can
Is
see,
Zelensky a
again,
cannibal?
you don't have to agree. That's totally fine. I mean,
Just a thought.
what I present to you, I don't care what you do with the information, but got much more to go on that one. That will be exclusively on the Patreon.
Yeah, it's chill stream, guys. Don't worry. It's just chill stream. I'm doing some coding. I'm rolling one. We're waiting for tornado to come.
Dear fucking god. And I had, it's 4 a.m. guys for me, and I got out of bed for this. So, like,
To the ones listening, you have to know tornado might
everything might just be
I'm
alright.
just like a huge fan of it now because
Do
it's
not
like, it's
lose
brought me
sleep
so
over this.
many. Wow.
we have been able to contact him.
Like you, all of you know that know me, I'm a huge Chaldean
So,
fan,
no
but I
worries.
gotta tell you, this Latin cipher. Wow.
Serbs did a good job. We got a contact. No worries.
Wow, wow, wow. Lovetto Clear Cloud says if karma is, we already covered this, but I'll cover it again. If karma is the result of past life mistakes, but our lives are scripted, then WTF. So karma is an illusion. Cause and effect. It's all illusion anyway. Our entire reality is a movie. It's like tonight, some of you will, after you may turn on the show. It's time to go to bed. So you don't give it any thought. You watch the show, you get emotionally involved with the show that's not even real, and then you shut the show off and you go to bed. Is the show gone? No. I think I'll watch another episode tonight. Boop.
Listen to this.
Then you get emotionally involved with a show that's not even real.
Do
You shut
not
it off and you go to
get
bed.
emotionally
Wake up the next day.
involved.
Maybe it's like
with
you
the
binge
show.
watch. Oh, I think I'll watch. Boop, and I'll watch another one.
That's
Is it
not
gone?
even real.
Even when you finish the series, is it gone? No, it's in the Akashic records called the internet. That's what the internet is. It's the Akashic records. It's our soul below Akashic records. Earth is the www. We are the internet for the as above. We're inside of a computer, folks. All right. Jasmina says decode Dolores Cannon. I'll give you a card. I'll show you. I'll show you what Dolores Cannon's birth card is. It's amazing. In the tarot, you can see.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, guys, but check out. We can connect already.
Dolores Cannon
Our players can connect.
was obviously tapped right into the Akashic records.
We can write too, but yeah, send some
Oh, there it
messages,
is.
whatever. We're able
So
to do
Dolores
that.
Cannon,
But
I can't remember her
this
exact
instance,
birthday.
We'll
But,
get around. We'll get around.
She,
What we're
her
trying to
birth
do
card
now
is
is to load
this
our
one.
avatar scene, which I'm struggling a bit for some
This
reason.
is the 70th card in the deck.
Yeah.
And 70 is a big deal. It's tied to the head of the snake. I'd have to show you, but it's tied to the head of the snake, and it's 70 is the seventh pentagonal number. The 5 point. What I'm wearing right now, I'm wearing a pentagram. That's what I'm wearing right now. 70. See the pentagrams on there? 70 is the seventh pentagonal number. And when you add them all up, all 7 pentagon numbers, you're going to get 197, which is gold. 196, which is gold. We are gold. We are ambrosia. Anyway, this card. See, Dolores Cannon was the person in red. And she was feeding people knowledge, her truth, her screenplay of how she saw the world and how it was going to work and how it works. Well, guess who else has this card? Nostradamus. Nostradamus is that man in red, feeding people the quatrains. And people are like, yo, oh my God, really? Oh, this is gonna, oh my God, really? The person in red is a master marketer. Dolores Cannon was a marketer. She was in marketing.
Okay.
And that's exactly what all of us are in. We market our truths to the world. Essentially, we live through this card right here, every one of us. We become the person in red, and we become the person on the ground wanting to receive from the person in red. And the red person, for a lot of you, is feeding you a bunch of magic so they can make their lives bigger. And one of the examples is the mainstream. This person in red is the mainstream. This card right here, by the way, is tied to the Pope because the word Papa in Latin, where it came from, is 32, and this is the 6 of diamonds, which is card number 32. In the tarot, it's card number 70. So the person in red, guess who that is? That's the Pope. Papa, Daddy, feeding you. Here you go, here you go, here you go. This is what God's telling. This is God telling. I'm the Pope. I'm the freaking Peter. I'm the bishop. You're gonna listen to me. And people are like, oh my God, give me all that bread, baby. Oh, please, Master, tell me. So there's a lot of people that want to be in that red cloak, and everybody is. It just depends on how much marketing and attention you get as a human being. So if you continue to plug in and take from all the marketers, you diminish your power because you're too busy trying to get from them. When you cut that line off, when you cut those cords, you then become a more powerful person in red. All of us have all these cards, the PIP cards, they're called. That's Dolores Cannon right there, a marketer. She marketed her ideas to the world. Are they absolutely true? Some people think so. I don't know. One of my really good friends loves Dolores Cannon. Swears by Dolores Cannon. Like Dolores is the authority. But do you know how many other people think and say that they're the authority, that have differences of opinions than Dolores Cannon does? So what does that make Dolores Cannon? Not any better than the other people that are doing the same thing as that person in red. And remember, every one of you can be that person in red. It's the legacy. 6 is the last day of, why do you think the last day of creation is day number 6? Because it means mastery. In mathematics, 6 is the first perfect number. 6 is carbon. 6 is the lover's card in the major arcana. In the card system, this card right here is a Saturn Mercury card. Messenger of time. That's what this card means. And it's Nostradamus, Dolores Cannon, giving you the messenger of time, Mercury and Saturn. That's where this card sits in the card system. A messenger in time or of time, wanting to feed you their marketing, because our entire world is built on marketing. Someone trying to sell you something. Buy my product. Buy my course. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Can I make your life better? Buy my product, buy my car. My car is better than yours. My insurance is cheaper than the one you got. I can lower your interest rate. It's the matrix marketing to you. All these people are marketing to you so you can pay their bills, so you can feed their family, because this reality is based on survival.
Listen to this.
Nobody wants to live in a layer of scarcity. People don't like living paycheck to paycheck.
Next time you listen to your favorite KOL, listen
People
to this.
like having comfortability. So this card right here is about marketing. It's as simple as that. It's a 6. It's a very entrepreneurial kind of energy, the 6 of Pentacles. Remember, it sits from the pentagonal numbers, it sits at the crown position, feeding this reality. It's insane and it's amazing and it's beautiful how all this stuff works. And yes, John Steele, it is a Ponzi scheme. The whole thing. Jasmina says she developed hypnosis that cured people. Great. She was an amazing human being. But how many other amazing human beings are there in this world that this world has delivered? Too many to count. I'm not belittling Dolores Cannon. I mean, I amazing human being. But how about Bob Proctor, who was one of my mentors? How many people he has saved? Saved from death. Many of you here have saved people from killing themselves, and you don't even know it. I promise. You gave them the simplest little bit of advice. You talked them off the cliff. Maybe you had some alone time with them, and you saved them, and they never told you because you never knew that they were about to kill themselves, and you saved them. What does that make you?
Yeah.
You were this person in red for them. You gave them something. And they're living today because of you. What does that make you? How would that make you feel if you found that out? Feel all giddy inside? Oh my God. Yeah, of course you would. But many of you have done that. Many of you have saved people. And you don't even know it. Maybe some of you know. Jasmina says everyone is trying to sell, but she healed people. Totally, the effect of what she was selling was she healed people, but she was still selling something. I mean, Dolores Cannon earned money. She didn't live like a pauper. I don't discredit her ability in what she did. Yeah, absolutely. I think I said, beautiful human being. But we're all marketing to survive in this world.
Yeah, Tornado is alright, guys. Don't worry.
Truth Seeker 86 is 24 to the end, if you say so. No idea. Too far away. Try to be, like I'm a fan of Eckhart Tolle and the power of now. Try to really strive to be in the now moment. It's difficult because we focus on, oh my God, what about next week, and what about the cyber attack, and what about? It's always what about. Yeah, what about it? What about it? 6 everywhere. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. You could have been anywhere tonight, but you came here, so I'm grateful. I really am. Immortal Aaron says, I don't watch TV, but you're on here. What do you think YouTube is? What do you think YouTube is? It's television, bro. Well, I don't know if you're a bro, so I apologize. But I'm not poking fun. I chuckle when people say that. I don't own a cell phone, or I don't watch television, or I haven't watched television. Yeah, but you have a cell phone, or you have a computer, and you're on YouTube, and you're on social media. What does it matter?
Guys, whoever just came by, I want to say that tornado is all well, safe and well. Don't worry,
I hope you
he'll
don't take
be
offense
back.
for me kind of poking fun. That was kind of like my
Do
stance.
not lose sleep over this, please.
So go back up. Oh, Christine from the great state of Washington. I took 4 years of Latin. Christine, you didn't tell me that. Well, I didn't ask. So do you know Latin? It's a fascinating language. Dean, Wi-Fi, Calgary, heading back to Mexico. Great. Enjoy your time here. It's a beautiful, beautiful weather right now. Latin reveals many secrets, Lisa says. Yeah, all the languages do. I mean, let me see if I can find this. I'm going to show you something that I showed at my presentation in Acapulco. Let me just pull it up so you can see how scripted this reality is. Let me show you a couple.
Look at this.
I'll ask you. You could be the judge. Obviously, you're going to be the judge anyway. But how are you to describe what I'm going to show you right now? You ready? This was at the presentation at the Acapulco event. And I did a decode. It's out on Patreon. I'm just going to show you a few slides. If you want the full decode, you can go support the Patreon. I did a full decode on it. The Grand Illusion. Now, if this does not at least make you feel a little bit different on the way of being in a scripted reality, I don't know what else will. But there was this band named Styx. They came out in the 1970s. Amazing music. John, Tommy, Dennis, James, and Chuck, 5 band members, come together. And I've researched the historicity on how they came together as best as I could. Chuck and John are brothers, so they didn't have a choice being brothers. But I went ahead and I just simply took their birthdays. September 20th, September 11th, February 18th, November 14th, and September 20th, and I added them up. And I got 83. Now the album, this is their 7th album, and remember, 7 means L, because you flip the 7 upside down, and it looks like the letter L, and L is the name for God, a title for God. So their birthdays add up to 83. And they come out with this album called The Grand Illusion. And what's another word for illusion? Maya. Whoops. Did I just kill that? Hold on.
Oh yeah.
No, I just killed it. Hold on a second. I don't know how I just deleted it. Right there. So in Sanskrit now, Sanskrit, the word Maya, which means illusion, is 83. Come on, folks. You think, now we're going to use some logic here. So that would mean, if you think that man's in control of this reality, that would mean that these guys, or at least one of them, would have to sit down and, because I had to create this based on the consonants and vowels. I did it in the order that it's presented to the world. The vowels come first. That means that one of these guys had to have had known the Sanskrit language, known the word Maya, and then created the numerology cipher to get the 83. And then say, let's make the grand illusion, and then they would have to know that all their birthdays add up to 83. Come on, man. How far are we going to go with this? Are we going to really be that ridiculous?
Yeah, let's be.
That the grand illusion is Maya?
Guys, these bitmaps are
And do you know what
getting
this
eaten
83
up.
is? It's Yeshua and Lucifer.
These bitmaps are
I
getting
covered
eaten
this
up.
in my Jesus Lucifer
I don't know
scandal.
if we're ready.
That Yeshua is the 8 and Lucifer is the 3. And you can see the 3 is a broken 8. You see that right there? The 3 is a broken 8. Because the number 3 means expansion and 8 means power. So you have expansion by robbing from the 8, which is the Taurus field. And now you have the grand illusion. This is how I know that these men did not have a choice.
So happy.
Zero choice. Because you would have to go back to their parents to ensure that they had a baby, to make sure that they had a C-section, and they made the baby come out on these exact days to get it to come out to 83, and they would have to have the foreknowledge
We can see the
that Maya
connected
would be
agents
83
here.
in Sanskrit numerology, and
Also.
Maya is another word for illusion. That's how ridiculous I'd have to narrate this, to get it to come out like this. No, folks, it is absolutely ridiculous, absurd, and an impossibility that man could ever control this reality, ever. So if these men came together to create the grand illusion, which is Maya, why do you think you got control when they certainly didn't and don't? It's an impossibility, man. And this is not a one-hit wonder. I have over 600 videos with countless different examples. It's an impossibility, man. This is an impossibility when you start to use your logic and critical thinking. It's an impossibility. It's my final answer, man. Mankind is not in control of this reality at all. And that means that the people that you don't like, that you call this and you call, they ain't in control, man. So if they're not in control, why would you pay attention to what they're putting out on the world stage? Because you're in the habit of doing it. That's all. It's not a bad thing.
Okay, voice comments in chat next.
So I was just like a big
Texters
example,
too,
man.
kinda. We got a texters in over this, guys.
A big one. Do you guys want to see one more? JS says, does that include the elites? There's no, I don't even know what you're talking about. What elites? You're the elite. There is no such thing as elites. You're the elite. And yes, when those people do their certain things on certain days, they were supposed to do it on those days. You can plan it all day long. I can tell you right now, I don't plan any of my stuff and it comes out perfect. Comes out with all these timestamps and the ridiculousness. Coincidence theorist says the mind is the script. All is mind, brother. The heart does nothing. Your heart does not feel, man. It pumps blood. That's all it is. It's a motor that pumps the blood in your body. It does not have any feelings, any emotions, nothing. That is an illusion. This all is mind. This controls the heart's feelings. This does. Jasmina says Mayan disappeared into thin air. That's what we're told. That's the story you bought. But you weren't there. I wasn't there. Someone marketed to you and told you the Mayan people disappeared into thin air. Where did that come from? Who passed that story on? The person that was telling you that, they were not there. Right? So we're just going to use logic now. If somebody says the Mayan people disappeared, where's your support? Well, we don't have the bones. So what? So that means they disappeared. So you need bones then. And you don't even, maybe there are bones and they're not telling you. So many stories out there, ladies and gentlemen, and we're buying into these stories when you should be creating your own story, forgetting about their stories. Who cares what their stories are? The regurgitation of it. All right, let me give you one more ridiculousness. This one's another no-brainer, but I'll let you be the decision on that. Decision maker on that. So I covered this. Again, if you want the full decode, you can support the Patreon. It's out on Patreon. It's one of almost 100 videos you won't find on YouTube. I'll show you just a few slides. This was also at the end acapella. Oh, no, I didn't show this at the acapella. I was supposed to. I couldn't fit it, and I could have. Just to show you that this is a scandal. Okay, just to show you. So these two dudes right here are the guys they casted to play Lucifer and Jesus. Thomas John Ellis on the left from Cardiff, Wales, and Jim Caviezel on the right playing Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ, playing Jesus. Okay? Here they are right here. Jim and Tom. Jim Caviezel, circled there, he was born in the great state of Washington in a town called Mount Vernon. And Tom Ellis, Cardiff, Wales. Got it? Lucifer, Jesus. You take their birthdays, exactly their birthdays. Caviezel, born on September 26th, 1968, and Thomas John Ellis, born on November 17th, 1978. Plug it into the calculator, 3,704 days in between their birthdays. What is this number right there? The number of the beast. See the number right there? This number, 4703. Same outcome. See, when you're a code breaker, it doesn't matter what order they're in. When the same numbers come out, it's the same thing. Especially when I do the number of the beast. And you do it through this methodology of mathematics. So one day, many, many months ago, this was on January 6th. Actually, I created this slide anyway. I took the Greek scriptures and I broke down 666. 3 score is 60. So I did the numbers through the primes. 600, 4,409 is the 600th prime. The 60th prime is 281, and the 6th prime is 13. You add them all up, and you get 4,783, which is exactly the same numbers of these two guys' birthdays on the calendar when they came into this world. And when you look at the 13 men sitting at that table and you do the Greek numerology of each one and you add it up, look at what number you get. Wow, there's the 3, the 7, and the 4, just like here. Huh, and just like here. So what is this telling you, folks? Come on, man, put the thinking caps on. It's a big freaking coup, man. This is the Zodiac. The disciples of the Zodiac signs. Okay? If you want to watch the full decode, you can go onto the Patreon, support the research. That's just a snippet of it. We live in an illusion, man. We live in Maya. It's not even real. It's just ridiculous entertainment. We're entertainers. We're marketers. We're salespeople. We're selling our lives to somebody. Every time you shake someone's hand, you're selling yourself to them. You may not even have a product to sell them, but you're selling you. It's a big coup, man. And there's nothing bad about it. It's just the way it is. This is our reality. This is the great reveal. You want the apocalypse? You're getting it. Realizing that the divine is using you and you're living through a screenplay and everybody's got a role to play out. There's no exceptions to that. I'll give you one more. And I've already covered this one. Everybody's, maybe you watched this, maybe you haven't. I'll give you one more. Let me just open it up. This one was at the Acapulco.
Okay, guys, Tornado's safe. He just messaged in the OG SR group.
Like, who gives a shit?
Welcome to check out. Welcome to PM King. What this was about, we might never know.
The Central Intelligence Agency. And old man, was there a huge clue in here? Do you want to know what's running this agency? Same thing that's running your agency. So, right off of their page, their motto is the work of a nation, the center of intelligence, but their unofficial motto is a biblical verse. Now, what would a mainstream intelligence agency be doing with the Bible, which has got Jesus in it? Why would they use that? Well, this is what it says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Well, the numerology of the scripture is the same outcome as remote control and puppet master, because the truth that will set you free is that you are not in control of your life. And neither are the people that work in this agency. And I went on to do this technique that I was shown by the voice in my head. It's called Theo, God numerology. And I've done this several times using different examples. I'm going to use their unofficial model of John chapter 8, verses 32. And all you have to do is add up all the verses of all 8 of the chapters. 51,
Check out
55,
Bitmap's
36, 54,
response.
47, 71,
This
53,
covers
and
it
then
all.
32
Like,
for chapter 8, verses 32.
it's not
you add
okay,
all
fam.
these up,
It's definitely not okay.
You get 369.
Oh boy.
You get 369, man, which are the keys to the universe. And when you add up I am on the periodic table, when you add up the masses, you get 369.965. It's what is the truth that will make you free? You are the I am. And the I am is you. So what is the I am? It's you. That's what's going to make you free. You're the divine. That's it. That's the big reveal, man. That's what's using the Central Intelligence Agency. It's what's using the governments. Why do you think they use the Bible and they swear on their hand in the Bible and they do all? Because it's the divine using them. And even if they didn't use the Bible and put, like Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible, big deal. He's still being used anyway. He doesn't get a hall pass. What do you think's using the Pope, who people swear up and down is the reptilians and he's the devil, and it's still the I am using him. It's everything. And that is what will make you free, folks, is realizing that you are the I am, and it is using you to experience its own reality, and you got your screenplay. It's your movie and your entertainment as it watches you unfold the screenplay. That's it. That's the big reveal, man. It's just that simple. So if you don't want to be a part of the movie anymore, then you can't be polarized anymore. That's why Jesus says in Revelation at the end, talking to the church, you're either with me or against me. You're either going to be an angel or a demon. You're either going to be the resistance or not the resistance. But if you don't pick a side, I got no use for you. You can't be in this movie.
You can't fucking sit
If you
on
don't
2
pick a
chairs
side.
at the same fucking time. And people need to learn this.
So I'm going to spit you out of my mouth. And clearly he's telling you that you're in his mouth already, because he can't spit you out unless you're in the mouth. The movie needs light, man. We're in the light game. What creates the light in nature? The sun, Ra. The moon at night. The moon is the sun at night. That's Set. Horus is Jesus. Horus is the rising of the sun. Jesus says, I am the light of the world. The risen Savior. That's Horus in Egyptian mythology. And Horus is shown in the arms of Isis, which is correlated to Sirius. That's why Jesus says in Revelation 22 verses 16, I am the root and offspring of David.
Yeah, guys, we about the game.
David just coincidentally
So
has
we
the same
have
numerology as Sirius.
been working on a couple of these.
Yep.
AI
So is it
helping
possible
us
that
a lot.
Sirius
I have like
created our
4
son, which is
subscriptions.
Jesus, which is Horus?
Different AI sites.
Very good possibility of that. And one of the reasons
can
why
work
likely the Masons
on a
have
couple of these
the
projects at the
all-seeing
same
eye
time.
in the middle of the sun and the moon, because they are.
We have
postulating
a
it
couple
this
of things ready,
Are you serious?
but
Yep.
I will only proceed
That's why when when
with
people
launching
say, oh, the
anything
Masons are so evil, and it's
once
like,
I
dude, you
feel
don't even
fit,
have the
right?
knowledge they got, man. You think they're dummies?
receiving
You
no
think they're
funding,
morons? You
nothing.
think they don't
It's
know what they're
all out
talking
of
about?
my
You don't think
pocket.
they know what
So
they're doing? Especially
I,
at the
like,
higher levels?
appreciate
Come on,
it.
man. How, you can't be that ignorant.
Like, yeah, you're
You
welcome.
really can't be
and
that ignorant.
I will need some help with testing, some ideas. Like,
It's just like
you're
they're
most
just like
welcome
people
to
say,
give
oh, the
those,
Pope,
right?
he's so evil.
But
and
when
yeah,
the time
dude,
is
you
ready,
don't think,
we'll
you
be
think the guy's an
testing these
idiot?
games out.
You think
I
that
do
guy
want to
doesn't know
make
anything?
like a
game maker
Are you really
I
that
have
ignorant? You're really gonna think that guy
successfully
knows
already
you
launched,
know more than the Pope
can
does.
generate
you got more
couple of
esoteric
words.
knowledge than
worlds
the guy sitting at the
for
head
you
of the
guys
Vatican.
too.
You got more knowledge than that guy.
No,
sure.
if you want to
You want to make that claim?
Here, I
That
don't
dude's not changing the course of his action, man.
know. Let's see.
He's all in. Just like you're all in with your code. Just like I'm all in with my
Oh
code.
fuck! I fucked up this. This code. Oh, okay. No, I didn't.
Anyways,
Yeah. So, here, guys, we have
couple of good stuff that we want to use in our.
Lisa says Horus is the sun on the horizon position.
Platform.
Horus is just the daytime, man. It's AM. Horus,
Oh, yeah.
AM. And Set is PM.
Okay, so guys, this
It's just the sun.
loads
That's it. And they break
of
it up into
different
parts. Sunrise,
worlds.
sunset. Okay, cool.
Different
It's the sun,
worlds
man. It's Soul.
from the
It's Ra.
blockchain, right?
Soul
For
Invictus.
every
Apollo.
bitmap, you can have like
Whatever.
this kind of world
It's the
generated.
freaking
Guys, I
sun,
do
man. It
lag
gives you
a lot.
life. It can cause radiation poisoning. It
let's
can give you
check out.
skin cancer.
Check
It's a
out, yeah.
devil. It'll
So,
take life from you.
Like,
It'll
see
evaporate
here,
you
I
in heat.
don't have this option
Better drink
available
your
for you
water.
guys, but I can I can download like
It's
the
everything,
GLB
man.
of the world,
The
like
life
heat
giver, the life
maps,
taker.
everything, even lore and
The
stuff.
sun.
So I would like
I love
to,
the sun, man, but go out there, go to
like,
Las Vegas.
for
during
example,
the
if
month of
you
July and
pay
August,
close
and
attention,
don't take any
you
water
could
with
see
you and
your
go on a hike
avatar
for about
moving
5
here.
hours. Take your
Also,
clothes off and just go in the sun, and I dare you to do
So,
that. You won't.
like I would like
Because you'll
to
get super
load
mad. You ever see the
of
movie
these worlds
Hangover?
in
That
this
funny
kind of
movie
manner,
when they put
right?
the guy up on the roof and then they go finally
we are
find him and
able
he's
to run
freaking
with
like
this.
a lobster. Yeah, radiation poisoning,
And
raw
to do that,
deation poisoning, raw deation. Radio, you see, radium, the element radium does not
There's
have
still
any stable
A couple of
isotopes. They are
things to
all
sort out, right? I need
radioactive.
to jump with Dev on
And
a
what is the
call,
word?
so
What is the word
I
in
get updated
radioactive?
with his
Ra,
stuff,
sun,
how he's
and
gonna
Dia,
serve.
which is God, sun God.
with his
Ra
kinda
radio means sun god.
node
The radio
validator,
waves is
whatever.
the sun god.
cannot find the right words
It's,
for
it's
it,
so
but
simple.
then we're on a horse, guys. Then
That's
we're
why,
on a
again,
horse.
Israel, Isis, Ra, El, Sirius, the sun, and God. The sun god, that's what Israel means.
Have so much good stuff coming for Bitmap. You don't
That's
even
why
understand.
they have
like,
the iron dome in Israel. Iron is
Bitmap.gg,
the masculine
Bob,
side of the sun, the
that's
yod.
the parade horse of our
Mars.
of
The sun
our,
can be
like,
warlike.
our people.
When it burns you to a crisp during the
So
summertime at
definitely,
midday,
here I'm not
it ain't playing,
focusing
man, and it doesn't ask you if it can
on,
burn you. It doesn't ask
on
you
a
if it can
world
give you skin
instance,
cancer. It just does.
per se. I do not wanna
In the morning time, the sun's a little baby.
cater in the same way
It wants to just
Bob
play.
does.
You can
But
sun gaze, you can
yes,
look at
I would
it.
like
Just a little baby.
to add my ships
When it gets to the midday position, it's
and
the devil.
our community avatars to the
It'll
world.
cook your ass.
Okay. Here I am researching,
It's
developing,
just all sun, the
having
sun, the
fun,
sun, the sun and Sirius.
seeing
the
how
sun
we
and
can
Sirius, the
explore and
Sirius, the sun.
multiplayer on
I mean,
Bitmap,
it's that simple.
other than Bitmap Land.
Jane L says, so if Sirius is sun, then Santos is right. He says there are 3 suns. I don't know.
Or Bitmap.
I mean, there's so many
game.
different constellations. There's so many stars. Betelgeuse, Rigel, Orion, Aldebaran, Spica. There's tons. Countless. I don't know. Lisa says Ra is actually Ray. Yeah, well, it's not just Ra, Lisa. It's R-E. R-E-Y. That's what, and Rhenium is tied to Lucifer, the scorching one. Ra's not just the sun in the sky. Not with the research.
Cheers.
It's more than that. It's more. All right, I think I'm feeling froggy. Maybe I'll give you one more. What do I want to show you? I'll give you one more. Here we go. So I did this decode. It's already out, but let me give you a reminder of it, right? 666. 666 is the magic square of the sun. We're the sun becoming. So I got the image here. We are the sun becoming. Light into matter, the sun becoming. So you want to see more scripted reality? Here it is. Stephen Harris, the founding member of Iron Maiden, the bassist, wrote a song called Number of the Beast, and just coincidentally, of course, it's always coincidental that his name has the same outcome as the song he wrote called Number of the Beast. Now, maybe he sat down with numerology first and says, oh, I have all this lyrics I wrote, and I gotta call it Number of the Beast because my name equals 68, and maybe that's something he consciously did.
Guys, I don't know what's going on, but Bitmaps are getting bought.
But then we have this right here. We have this band called Slipknot, 2008. I did this decode called
Past
Gematria.
days, there were so many.
Decoded. They have a song off their album, All Hope Is Gone. Gematria, The
I even
Killing
got
Game.
replaced on some of the buys.
Number of the Beast.
Like
Look at
5
how many-
bitmaps
the
I purchased,
total
they got
lyrics here
immediately
We're
replaced.
6,066.
Like if you wanted
Yeah, sure.
to scoop up a $9
They're doing this
bitmap,
on purpose to
was
get it this
like
way. No.
nearly impossible to do so.
Scripted reality, and then you do the 2 world wars. Covered this how many times now? The invasion of Ukraine also has a 68. These both have a numerology of 68. Number of the beast. It's the number of a man, right? Number of the beast. 2 world wars, invasion of Ukraine, 68. Coincidence? The people that started the war, man. Hitler, do you think he knew the number of the beast? Maybe he was friends. Maybe this guy was alive when Hitler was alive. And they sat down and they conjured up this number of the beast. And they're like, well, we're going to start the war on September 1st because I have to have it come out to 68. Because I'm friends with Steven, and he's going to write a song in the future called Number of the Beast. And so is Slipknot. Maybe they're all in cahoots. Maybe they're all hanging out together. Sure. Well, see, the number of the beast is the number of a man. That's what it says in Revelation 13, verses 18. And the 68th card in the tarot is the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Diamonds. See, this is God right here, holding on to you. 4 blood types, doesn't want to let you go. Soul trap theories here. Doesn't want to let you go, man. The pentacles are possessions, physicality. This is how we operate. We don't want to let our shit go. We're deathly afraid of letting what our desires are go. As above, so below. We do the same thing. And this card right here comes from this card. The 4 of Diamonds, which is card number 30. And 30's time to role play, you see. So it doesn't matter what code you got. The number of the beast is the number of man. Yeah, it's you and me. We're the beast, all of us. Well, so I'm just gonna piss somebody off. Some of you are gonna like, oh, that Logan, I'm gonna just give him a thumbs down. Go ahead, do it. I don't care. I'm not in this for ups and likes and this. I could care less. Don't care. Maybe you don't like this stuff because it's not you. I know. Maybe I'm the beast. Everybody else is the beast, but not you. Just you. You're not. You're not being role played. Just all of us, but not you. You have free will and you have free play. All of you except for you. Congratulations. You're not part of the beast system. Yeah, you are. They didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Final answer. Being role played, folks. You're being role played. 30. See that 30 right there? What are you being role played by? The demiurge. That's what you're being role played by. That's just what it is, man. The demiurge is duality. See? You're in duality. Where you have what's called most of you celebrate your birthday. You celebrate duality. Every time you have a birthday and you celebrate it and you blow your candles out, you're celebrating the matrix and your position in duality. That's what you're doing. Yeah, let's celebrate duality. Let me celebrate my position in the matrix, where you're a pawn on the chessboard and your spirit into matter. That's what people do. They celebrate their position in the matrix. I get it, man. That's just kind of my dry humor. I get it. I know why you're doing that. Because you're in the habit of doing it. You've been doing it since you were born. You don't know any differently. So I get it. You don't look at it the same way I do. You don't realize that you're celebrating your duality in the matrix. You're celebrating your position in the matrix, where you have a role in the matrix, where you have a life in the matrix. 17, man. That's what you're doing. And you're living out your story. That's it. And you celebrate it every year. I get it. Because you're in the habit of doing it. There's nothing wrong with it. But just at least now you can see from a different perspective really what this whole thing is all about, this whole construct. And then we have all these agents running around. This is what the Matrix tried to tell you. You become an agent. Except for you, I know. You're not you. Everybody else. I wasn't talking about you. We all become agents. And we defend our Matrix by trying to be right. And try to prove everybody else wrong. And we all do it. It's unavoidable. And we become agents as we bring people back into the Matrix, to be a part of the Matrix, to play the Matrix. Did you see what Trump did? Oh yeah, that's such a... Come on back, baby. Come on, it's okay. It feels good in here. Come on back, baby. Check this clip out, this idiot. Yeah, Jesus is the way. Come and find you. Come on, my little agent. Come on back. Come on. We bring you back into the Matrix. It feels so good here. Not their Matrix. Oh, no. We're not doing that over here. Because I found the truth. I found the way, baby. Come on back. Come this way. It's all part of the Matrix, man. The whole thing is a Ponzi scheme. The whole damn thing. And it's beautiful. It's glorious. I got nothing bad to say about it. Because it's a construct that's beyond your wildest dreams. Everything's allowed here. And it wants you to pick a side so you get polarized. So you can feed a side, man. It wants your participation so you can be polarized to feed the battery of positive or negative. Which side did you get? That's right, Jasmine, and welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. You're in the machine, man. It's a machine. It's a computer. It's a hologram. It's an illusion. It's Maya. All the cultures tell you the same thing. We just back it up now. Now we have the tools. We didn't have, back in the Piscean age, you didn't have all the numerology ciphers that we can create. You had to do everything by hand, and people get frustrated, and they're like, oh my God, that's too much work. I can't even imagine doing a chart astrologically by doing it by hand. It's a lot of work. I got other shit I gotta do. I got 5 clients stacked up to do readings. I couldn't do what I do now based on drafting up astrological charts by hand. Hell no. I wouldn't reach enough people. So things are speeding up, man. Bam, 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 bam. Making it quicker, faster. And we're gonna get used to the speed and the efficiency of it. And then when it's time to go back to AOL dial-up, you'll bitch, complain that it's too slow. Oh my God, I'm so frustrated. It's taking forever to log on to this damn internet. And you'll hate it. This construct, folks, is imperfectly perfect. And it is so glorious and so beautiful. And I have mad respect for it. I just don't like the suffering part. That's why I'm trying to find the way out. I don't want to play again. For me, I'm courageous enough to maybe some say I'm risking it all. You don't follow Jesus, man, you're risking. I'll take that risk. For you, it's a risk. For me, it's being courageous. Because I know that all the religions and all the things are inside the construct of the matrix. There's nothing outside of it telling you inside of it. It's inside the matrix. Everything's born in this matrix. All the code, all the religions, all the deities, they're all inside the matrix. They're all born inside this matrix, designed to keep you in this matrix. So when it looks like there's a way out, the freedom, you get put back into the matrix. You wouldn't think of looking there, man. Perfect story, bulletproof story. What's the alternative? It gives you the choice of the alternative. Well, if I pick this path, oh man, I'm going to burn in eternal hell. I don't want to pick that path, so I'm going to pick this path. But it doesn't matter because it's 2 sides of the same coin. It's a beautiful construct, man. It's glorious. It's just, I'm enamored. I'm so in awe of the precision of what the God or whatever, however it created it. I can't even. It's too hard to put into words to comprehend the code. And now it plays out in my life in real time, and it's like I see it. You can see it now. And it's just a boss energy, man. It's like you become a little grain of sand. Like there's no meaning to life. All right. Joe's asking to decode the movie War Games, Matthew Broderick. Yeah, the only winning move is not to play. Jeff Bridges, Tron, Legacy. It's his game now. Remember that movie? His son Sam comes down to save Kevin Flynn. He's inside the computer, and his son Sam goes down in the computer. He's having a conversation with him. He was saying, it's his game now, saying Clue. His mirror image he created. It's his game now. The only way to win is not to play. That's what he says. And that is a 105 in numerology, which is tied to 46, which is tied to the sons of God. The Elohim. It's their game, man. If you don't like the suffering anymore, the suffering comes with the pleasure. That's duality. Polarization. Chasmina says, don't be afraid of the dark and don't look too long into the light. Yeah, I mean, I say, you know, those, if you're a light worker, you wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for the darkness. Just remember that. So if you remove the darkness, you ain't got no job anymore. A lot of you wouldn't even know what to do with yourself if you lost that position. Because you're all in. You're like, you got both feet in that circle. I get it. Lisa's saying, Vibes of the Cosmos says the moon is projecting Earth. I mean, it's interesting theory. Sirius, sun, and moon creating the entire movie. I mean, there's a lot of information that says the great, like the Pink Floyd, the great gig in the sky, that's the moon. Dark side of the moon. The moon could be the server in the sky. This is how I postulated. I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if that's 1 + 1 = 2. But coincidence theorist says celebrating Christmas celebrates another aspect of the game. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, and I agree with that. When I decoded Christmas, I did it like 2 years ago. I had a totally different perspective on the holiday. And I had said in that decode, I said, when you celebrate Christmas, you're celebrating life. Not a bad thing, right? I mean, where's the negative in that? December 25th is I mean, it is the. What's so fascinating about Christmas, right? That day, and then you tie it into the tarot, is that it's the Six of Hearts. That's what it is. That's what card it is. December 25th. In the cards is the Six of Hearts, and the Six of Hearts is the sixth card, and the sixth day of creation is day number 6. So this is the day for Christmas right here. This one. 6 of Cups. But you can see that this is the person giving the little girl flowers, or the guy giving the lady flowers. It means nostalgia. It means going back to the start again. It means resurrection. That's why Jesus is the risen Savior. That's why he gets 3 days and then comes up, and it's all the sun. Comes out of the tomb. The tomb's the underworld.
Yeah, sure, Space.
In
Sure,
Egyptian mythology, it's the
if I
Duha.
get it.
But I had said it during the Christmas, it's like you're celebrating life as a Jesus Christ character, if you're going to use that context. Same with your birthday. You become the sun becoming. That's why I said you're Jesus. Jesus is tied to the sun. The sun is the light of the world, the risen Savior. You become the Jesus Christ character, the sun becoming. Tool sang a song called Pneuma, one of their best songs off of their Fear Inoculum album. And then right in their lyrics it says, the sun becoming, we're the sun becoming. One spark, one breath, Spirit of God, Pneuma, spirit. Pneuma is spirit in Greek. The sun is hydrogen. Hydrogen is the first element on the periodic table. Hydrogen and helium, element number 1 and element number 2. Revelation chapter 1 verses 8, I am the Alpha and Omega. Genesis 1 verses 8, I create daytime and evening. Same chapter and verse, same outcome, Alpha and Omega. What is the Alpha? The sun, the predator. And what is the end? The Omega. Set, Horus and Set, Alpha and Omega. It's that simple. I am the beginning and end. light and dark. The end is when the sun goes away and it's dark. Like, it's dark out right now, but I know the sun's gonna come up and it's gonna be daytime again, and it's gonna be the beginning again. The beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning. Horse and Set. The sun rises and sets, goes into the underworld, comes back up to live another day. That's the risen Savior, the light of the world. You become the sun as it moves into matter. The spark, the spirit, the pneuma inside of you, the voice in your head. I mean, it's that easy, man. This is the awakening up process. Coincidence, there's the hydrogen comes from two words in Greek, hydro and genes. It's called actually hydor. Hydro, genes, hydrogen. Alpha, and then omega. Revelation 1 verses 8, hydrogen, and what's the eighth element? Oxygen. What do we breathe? What do they give you if you get put into the ambulance and you're on a stretcher and you're knocked unconscious? Oxygen mask. It'll save your life. Alpha and omega. Hydrogen and oxygen. It's that simple. It's all chemistry. That's why you have one of the best healing tools you can get is a molecular hydrogen machine. You breathe it in, man. You breathe in the sun. It heals you.
Yo.
Then you get what's called Brown's gas, and now you're getting hydrogen and oxygen at the same time.
These
You're
are
amazing.
still a buy. These are still easy buy.
It's just
Easy
so
buy.
ridiculous, man. When you're breathing in God, man, you're healing.
Bitmap is gonna pump so hard you have no fucking idea. No idea.
All right, I think we're gonna get to the tail end of this. Shuffle these cards, pull a couple tarot cards, and finish this one up. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All your comments. And again, I want to be clear, all the rants I went on and all the things I talked about, these are my truths. You don't have to agree. It's totally cool. Matter of fact, in my opinion, if you want to graduate, if you want to refine yourself, if you want to be on a different timeline like a lot of you want to be on, you got to stop the fighting. I mean, I know you're right. In your world, you're right. And that's superior to my being right. I get that. But in order to graduate and to refine yourself, and again, this is me putting out the truth that you may not even agree with, is not arguing anymore, not debating, not saying, well, let's debate about it. Why? When you want to debate somebody, what are you doing? You're causing an energy explosion, and it's being harvested. Drama. And it gets people to click on. Oh, they're having a fight. Oh, they're when people are debating, they're being agents. Luring people back into the matrix. Come watch our debate. Come watch me smash this person's truth. Come on. Come with me into the matrix so you can watch me debate this person. So I can look superior to them. Congratulations. Woo! Oh my God, where do I bow down to thee?
Oh boy, what have I done?
If you're gonna debate, you're an agent. Period.
This is actually fucking
Because
crazy.
you are no better than any of the other people you're trying to go up against that you think they're wrong. You're just luring people back into the matrix so they can be harvested. Great, you got it figured out. Awesome. You got your truth, I got my truth. I'm totally respectful of that. I'm totally down for that. But debating, waste of freaking time, man. What does it do? It gets people to come back into the matrix. If you're trying to get out of the matrix, what are you doing? Why you have to debate? Where you need some more likes? Do you need some more money in your pocket? Do you need some more subscriptions to your channel? Do you need to look better than somebody else? Are you that insecure? Maybe. I mean, it's a thing for people. I get it. I mean, aren't we all a little bit insecure? Yeah. But when you stop caring of what people think, when you stop caring about the attention, you're free. You cut cords, you get free. When you stop trying to prove somebody wrong, you're free. It's a tall order though, because we have years of practice, and we don't even have to go out there and debate anybody. You could just do it in your mind and not say a damn thing, but what's the difference? Oh, because you didn't say it, and they don't know that you're thinking it? So that makes you have a little exemption there? No. The complete graduation is where you're just looking at them and saying, yeah, then they're living through their screenplay. Maybe you can have gratitude because you don't have that code anymore. You don't have to sit there and go through debates anymore and try to argue, and maybe you should be grateful. Maybe that's something you can use as refinement. Lucy says flat Earth versus the globe. Yeah, a big one, right? I went to the event. I mean, I flew with Dave. Most of you know who Dave Weiss is. I love Dave Weiss. I really do. He's a great dude. Flat Earth Dave, man. I got to fly with him to Mexico City, and I had a conversation with the airport, and we were just talking about, the Antarctica thing, if you watch that, and he knows. I'm like, dude, I'm not a flat earther. He's like, yeah, I know. Well, he's cool, man. He just sits there and have a cool conversation with me. That's a guy I respect and I can have a conversation with. There's no contrast, there's no resistance, because he doesn't care. He's just doing it, and he went up on stage and he presented his material and he knocked it out of the park. And everybody loved him. And that's it. It was great. And I marvel because, like, Dave Weiss is a queen of clubs, just like Santos, and those guys are like, they're both flat earthers. Queen of clubs, man, like, amazing. So I look at someone like that, I'm like, dude, I love what you're doing because at least you're owning that. And I've seen him do, and I've even seen him get on there and talk to people, and he doesn't get in your face, which I like that about him. So that's the whole thing, and I'm not a flat earther. I actually, people say, what are you? None of it, because none of it makes sense. There's holes in all of this shit. And it's like, when you get into that kind of mindset, like, people get angry, and then it's a very interesting topic, but it gets there's a lot of dissonance in that community. A lot. So you have a lot of agents calling you back in. Come into the Flat Earth Society, because the Earth is flat, it's not round, and they've been bamboozling you for all these years. And then you come in, and then you find, and most people end up saying, "Oh my God, they've screwed me over, and I've been learning it's a freaking lie." And then you start having emotional reactions, and now you're being harvested for your emotional reactions. Where it's like, who gives a shit? I mean, if something comes out where there's other lands beyond this one, well, then I'll be able to go visit those other lands. It's as simple as that. But no one knows, man. No one. Like, Dave, it's so funny because Dave's like, "You want to know what the moon is?" And yeah, nobody. So do I. No one knows what it is. Nobody does know what it is. And that's true. We don't know what it is. So that's just cool, man. When you can just be like that. That's why I respect him, and I just he's a fun guy. So. But I think that's one of the areas of refinement. The fun meme is if God wants to test a vegan, he'll put the vegan in a room full of carnivores. You can do that with if God wants to test a flat earther, he'll put him in a room full of globers, and vice versa. That's the joke. When you're outnumbered, not outsmarted, when you're outnumbered, your faith is tested. But if you don't want to be in that environment, you don't put yourself in that environment because you don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. You know, if the 1 + 1 = 2 truth comes out on that whole topic, it's going to make a lot of people angry. Whatever side wins, if that's the case, if you look at it that way, the one side that loses is going to be really pissed off. And then you're going to have the side that wins. They're going to be like, yeah, see, I told you. See, I told you. And it's like, dude, you're no different than the people that lost. This is the same energy you're giving off. What? So now you're right, and you're trying to prove them wrong. Congratulations. Who cares? That's how society is. That's how society is, man. That's what we do. We brag when we're right. We hide when we're wrong. It's all about looking good. Anyways. Peter Monty, David Weiss is the Queen of Clubs birth card. When I say, unless I specify otherwise, he's the Queen of Clubs. I would say that's his birth card. Coincidence there says, I just want the truth. You want your truth. I just want my truth. You're getting it. You might not get it from me. I'm not a one-stop shop, man. I'm not, this channel's not a one-stop shop where you can get all your goods and services. It's just a shop that you come to and listen. I piss a lot of people off. I make people happy. It's not a one-stop shop, though. Life's so much fun, man. I think that I just hope the world one day will just realize that you're the star of the show. It's your movie, and whatever you say goes. I hope the world gets that one day, but I just don't think it will. Because then we'd have complete peace, which is what everybody wants, but it's like Steve Jobs said, everybody wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die to get there. Everybody wants peace, but nobody wants to give up being right. It's true. Everybody just wants to be right, man. And everybody here is. You're right. Your entire world is right. That's the simplicity of it. It's just such a beautiful game, man. It's glorious. Except for the suffering, of course. And getting old. And all the inconveniences in life. Of course, we don't like all that stuff. Stoner Steve says you're a G, Logan. Are you stoned, Steve, for saying that? Just kidding. I would bet you're stoned, though. Maybe. Why did you choose the number 97? 97 is tied to the sun, you know. 97 is the 25th prime number. 97 is tied to the sun, and 25 is tied to the earth. Straight up. 97 is the sun, and 97 is the 25th prime number, and the words black sun equal 25, and guess what the Earth is? It's the black sun. Of course it is. Doesn't give off any of its own light. That's how they're tied together. You can check, if you want to know, go on to Patreon and become a member. I have one of my best decodes I've ever done. It's called the 8-pointed star decoded. It'll blow your mind. And again, I want to be clear. It ain't me doing it, man. I create the graphics. I'm the instrument to create the graphics. Yeah, but the ideas, they're not my ideas. Whatever's using me, the divine using me, that's what gets all the credit. Whatever that is, it's not me doing it. I take no credit. No credit at all. Jasmina says black hole sun. Yeah, well, there may be a hole in the earth. There's a hole in the earth, Deftones. But the earth doesn't give off any of its own light. She is a black sun. The earth is the black sun. There may be a sun behind the sun, but the earth is the black sun. Can I talk about the 13th? Well, 13th tied to the sun. The word soul equals 13. You have a soul, spirit into matter. But the sun makes a pattern of 13. Is it the dollar bill sign? Is the sun? I just released this, but let me see if I can find it. This is my last one, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. What was it? The one I just did. Let me see if I have it available. Let me see. I don't know if I do. I don't think I have it. Where did I put that? Well, I just released it, and I think I put it on my other hard drive, and I don't have it here, so. Well, I got some big decodes coming. I got time travel coming out, time travel decoded. It's already on the Patreon, but I have more slides that I've added. Show you how time travel works. Is there such a thing? Yeah. What is this? I might have it. Here it is, right here. So I'll show you something really, really big. Like really, 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 really big. And then I'm going to pull the tarot cards, and we'll finish this up. This. So this was part of my last decode, I think it was, that you can watch. And this is the final answer, man, the final frontier. See, I started with this, and it completed with this. So this graphic right here was one of the greatest things I've ever given as a gift by the universe, and it was real images of the sun being taken on the same day of every month. So this is December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You actually have to repeat it twice. So there are 13 months to complete this cycle, not 12. And that's why soul is 13. That's why I had the solstices here. This is the winter solstice, summer solstice. And you notice it makes this pattern right here. But then it led me to this, to refine it, where March is the head of the snake, in a way. And this creates the dollar bill sign, right there. This is where you get money, because money is currency, and we're being used as currency as human beings because we are spirit into matter. But you got to go March to March. And this is why when you do your life path, you consider using March as the first month if you're born after March 20th, 19th or 20th. If you're born on March 18th or March 17th, then your month would be month number 13, if you're using a 13-month calendar. That's for a different story. But you see, March creates this sine wave, and that's exactly what this is that this is the monad that is talked about in a lot of these cultures. I don't think I have it. This is the monad, the disk, the sun disk. And this creates the sine wave as it moves through time, which is Ra, radius, 3.14. This is the measurement of 3.14, and is this. This is Ra, which is the sine wave, which is the monad, the sun disk. And it is the architect, the painter. And that is why it is so important to function things through the sun. So March used to be the first month. If you took Jordan's course, he would have covered that. But again, there's some technicalities here you have to take in consideration, and you got to look at what year you were born in and what spring equinox it was. Either it was March 20th or March 21st or March 19th. You got to look to see which year it is, and it may change that. But nonetheless, if you're born in March, your month would be number 1, April 2, May 3rd, June 4th, etc., etc. And this creates the sine wave, which creates our birthdays. That's why in astrology they'll say, what's your sign? What they should be saying, what's your sun sign? See, we've programmed to say, what's your sign? But the answer is I'm all of them, because it's not just the sun. But that's what people refer themselves as, is your sun sign. And this is the sine wave, man. The dollar bill sign. This is the equator. The reason why March is so special is because March and September are where they're giving equal light to the northern and southern hemispheres. Spring and fall. Spring and fall, because if you're living in Australia, your springtime starts in September, right here. And you follow this sine wave, this one. But if you're in Tropic of Cancer, you use this sine wave. So it's different for where you live in the world. Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. This is the Tropic of Capricorn right here. This is the Tropic of Cancer. So it depends on where you live. And if you're willing to look at this and do your life path wrapped around it, it will change your life path. For me, it changed it to where it was far more accurate than my Gregorian life path. But you got to see exactly how it resonates with you. It doesn't. There's no cookie cutter way, and it doesn't mean if you change it, it's going to be better or worse, or you'll resonate with it more. You're going to be a blend of both, by the way. You'll be partly Gregorian, partly pre-Gregorian. But this is all reverence to Ra, without a shadow of a doubt. And why Ra's so big in our world today, if you watched my Tower of Ra, I supported using 5 different Bibles, including the Quran, that they all are pledging to Ra. All of them. All of them are pledging to Ra. And I think I even covered this in my, let me see, where's my Acapulco? Do this on the fly here. Where is it? Raw 88. Oh yeah, here it is. So I'll leave it at this, and then we'll do a tarot card pull. So I've already done this. This is Isaiah 45 verses 7. This is peace and evil. It's Ra. What creates peace and evil? Ra does. Okay? Jesus is tied to Ra. Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus Christos 226. 226 is Ra. Light of the world 226. 226 is Ra. So now you know. It's tied to the sun. The government called the White House They have the constellation Lib Ra right on the building. The divine triangle, the constellation, the Alpha and Omega, Lib Ra, the scales of justice. November 1st is when Adams moved into the White House. Where was the sun? In Lib Ra. You got to use true sidereal though. Won't work with tropical. So why this 45 and 7 here? Why is God saying I make peace and create calamity, create evil? Because it's Ra. 457 is the 88th prime number, and 88 is tied to Ra, radium, and strontium. And the word phoenix in Greek is 88, because the phoenix event is tied to Ra. 45 verses 7, 457 is the 88th prime number. How many keys on the piano? 88 keys. Black and white are the piano keys. Black and white is duality. Peace and calamity is the black and white keys on the piano keyboard. This element right here, radium 226, which is the longest living radioisotope, has a half-life of 1,600 years, meaning if you leave this out in the open, in 1,600 years, half of it will be gone. It will decay. And why this 1,600 is so big, folks, is because the largest collector of artificial intelligence is Google, and their address is 1600 Amphitheater Parkway. Do you think this is an accident? Oh, they're pledging to Ra, man. And the White House.
Tornado is saying he's been
Washington,
accosted
D.C.,
by the men in black.
1600
They've thrown me
Pennsylvania
into the
Avenue.
abyss. Their
So
answer is
the
that
largest
we buy more
military and the
Bitmaps.
largest artificial
Let's
intelligence
fucking go.
gatherer both have 1600, which is the half-life of radium 226. Well, what do you think it's tied to? The God of the Bible is creating Google. So when you look at technology and you say, "Oh, well, that's not the divine," well, this says it is the divine. This is the age we're moving to, the age of Aquarius, the age of machines, the rise of the machine.
I don't know. Should I
Should
I list some parts? I don't know.
2,000 years from now or so.
No, guys, I don't want to be selling them.
This is a thing, man.
I gave them for
This
free
ain't done on
to
accident.
people. Obviously,
It's
not
'cause of this.
anymore, but
Ah, man.
I do have some dope shit
It's the Phoenix event.
that
That's what created the
gonna
sun.
tie in with the game
This
and all
Helios.
beautifully.
Okay? It's a Ponzi
So,
scheme. The whole thing.
I
It's
might
a
list
deity
one.
pit.
I might list one later.
It doesn't matter. Stop trying to fight and defend your deity and who you think is the way to salvation. Because they're all laughing in the background by getting your energy, man. This is the sciences. So if you want to call this Masonic, well, they know a thing or two about a thing or two. And they know a heck of a lot more than you and I. So stop doing the blame game, thinking it's evil and all this garbage. You can see it now, folks. It's Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. It's Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades. That's the Trinity right there. These three. Hinduism, Greek mythology. Same freaking thing, man. This is God right here. Generate, operate, destroy. Generate, operate, destroy. It doesn't matter. That's what scripting our reality, folks. A Ponzi scheme is. Okay. Gain for All News asks, why are all these people around me so ignorant and evil? Because you're calling them ignorant and evil. Why do you have that? Why does it have? They're doing their job. They're ignorant and evil because you're calling them ignorant and evil. That's just the way it is. Why does there have to have any meaning behind it? I mean that with respect, though, too. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm just like, graduation to me is not judging organizations, not labeling people, not calling people names. Everybody love everybody. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, Semi-Pro. Will Ferrell. Everybody love everybody. Why can't we do that? Because you don't like what they're doing. I get it. So stop paying attention to it. Someone's gonna clean up the mess, man, I can tell you that. Let somebody go back into the matrix and clean up the mess that you don't like. All right, anyways, enough of my chatter. Let's pull a couple cards and call it a good night. Yeah, Sabrina, you're right. This is the paradox. In order to make your world beautiful, you have to focus on yourself rather than others. Ooh, but that's the ego, though. You're being egoic. Oh my God, you're so ego. So dumb. Yeah, I want the best version of you. And if you're going to call that ego, then so be it. At least I get to hang out with somebody who's not being an asshole. And I got to call you an asshole. See, I do it too. There's nobody that's free of that. This world is a joke, man. It's a funny joke. Life is but a dream. It's not even real. Okay. Let's pull a couple cards. All right, here we go. So we're gonna, if you've never done this before with all of us, what I do is I have a deck of cards here, and I just do this, and I just put my finger in one of them, and I pull it out. I don't do reverses. I think that's, I don't know. Anyway, I don't do reverses. Like, we can flip it and say, oh yeah, it'll be the. So if what the meaning I give you, if it doesn't make sense, maybe it's the flip of that. I don't know. Try doing the pulling a card out. Oh, it's reversed. How the hell you know it came out reversed? Whatever, dude. Do your thing. I tell you how to read cards. But anyway, the question we're going to ask, and this is how I did it in Acapulco. People sat down. What the best thing to do? If you're sitting down at the table across from me and I'm reading cards for you, what's the most important thing for you to focus on in your life right now? Best question to ask. It's a good one, right? What is the most important thing for you to focus on in your life right now? I'm not going to tell you, well, if it's not for you, take what resonates. I'm not going to regurgitate that crap. Take what resonates and scrap the rest. Maybe it's not for your reading. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button in case you haven't done so already, because the algorithms will make me a little bit more popular on YouTube. So make sure you hit the like. That's what people should say. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, because I need more likes and subscriptions, because I got bills to pay. And I need your support. That's what, authentically, that's what people should be saying. I need to pay my rent, man. Hit the freaking like button. You selfish bastard. It's just so funny, man, the jokes. My sister's really funny. She could have did stand-up. I kind of have a little bit. I'm not funny like my sister. My sister's really funny. Okay. Here we go. So what's the most important thing for you to focus on in your life right now? I have my Astro deck too. We're gonna pull one card from this which will tell you what planet or house to focus on. So for those of you that like to look at the astrological chart, you can look at your personal astrological chart, you can look at the current astrological chart, and I encourage you to go to masteringthezodiac.com and level up. Use that chart. True map of the stars. Okay. Enough of the chatter. The cards have been shuffled a million times, so we've got that part out of the way. Most important thing for you to focus on in your life is it's the Five of Cups, the Five of Hearts. Now what this card means is stop being depressed. Okay, you're sad. Do your mourning. But this card right here is, you see the cups behind that person? They're upright. There's glory behind you. There's some vodka martinis in those glasses for some of you. Damn it, you spilled my drink. Now I gotta buy another one. Anyway, the cups are a representation of losses. So it's a 5, right? It's a very active energy. You may have had a breakup. Somebody may have broke up with you. They did you a favor because you didn't have the courage to do it. Maybe. Sometimes it happens that way. You didn't want to be in the relationship anymore, but you couldn't pull the plug because you didn't want to hurt their feelings, or maybe you're codependent. Maybe they were paying your bills. Maybe they were supporting you and you couldn't do it, but you couldn't stand them. But you dealt with it. And they said, I'm done. What am I going to do? How am I going to support myself? Trust. The universe, God will help you. Your screenplay. Anyway, this card is, maybe you have a breakup, but behind you is glory. Behind you is glory, man. It's going to be okay. You're not going to die. That's the great news. The bad news that you're going through, the suffering that you're going through, it's only temporary. Focus on the glory behind you. Five of Cups. So for some of you, it could be a breakup. Some of you, it could be a divorce. Some of you may have found out your partner cheated on you. Infidelity issues. Could anything that involves suffering. Anything that involves sadness or mourning or depression. If you're depressed, you're choosing depression. It is a choice. It's not a disease, it's a choice. If you want to call it a disease, that's totally cool. I just call it a choice. And you would say, well, I don't think we had choices. You don't. That's the silliness of it. So just experience it, but get it over with. Again, the emotions, if you stop giving, the free will that we have are the emotions that we give off, the reactions that we have to the situations that present themselves to us. So if you're going through the choice of the emotions of sadness, when are you going to stop being sad? I don't know. Get it over with. Heartbreak's a tough one. That's why relationships are the hardest things in the world. That's why you should tread carefully before you get into another one. Maybe you're mourning the death of a pet. It's just temporary, man. Just tell yourself it's just temporary. It's not permanent. So for some of you, it could be a breakup. For some of you, it could be a dissolution of a marriage. For some of you, you may have lost some money. You may have lost a court hearing. Something. And this is Oscar Wilde now, the great poet. He had this quote I'm fond of. He said, "Hell is holding on and heaven is letting go." So where's your hell? Right there in front of you, that you can't turn around and see the heaven behind you. So wherever your hell is what you're holding on to, causing your suffering. And it could be anything. What's your suffering? This is vanilla for everybody. This is for everybody. This is not like, oh, if it takes what resonates. No, it's for everybody. Everybody suffers. What are you holding on to that's causing the demise of your character? Let it go, man. Woosah. And realize that there's potential out there for you. So starting this thing off right now, what's the most important thing for you to focus on? Go through your emotions, great, but it's only temporary. Laugh. It's a joke, man. I know some of these things are, I'm not saying, oh, you Logan, you're so insensitive, because I get it, they may be deep for you. But just realize it's not permanent. Even if it is a breakup. So for some of you may be going through a breakup, and again, I'll tell you, that person may have done you a favor because you couldn't do it yourselves. For whatever reason. All right, second card. What's the most important thing to focus on in life right now? The Knight of Pentacles. This is a funny card now that I have the meaning of it, but this is card number 76. This is tied to the Nephilim. It's tied to the Titans on the world stage, the Jack of Diamonds. This card has a history of take it slow. Don't rush. Smooth operator. Take it slow. Slow and steady. Let's see what the third card is. Most important thing to focus on in life right now is, what is that one coming out? Oh, it's the sixth, the number of the beast. Anyway, this card has multiple meanings besides the number of the beast, but it also means financial security or lack of scarcity thinking, or rich mentality, but financial abundance, wanting to have financial abundance. So for some of you, this can mean, because we have two pentacles here. We have two pentacles here. The Jack, the Knight, and the Four. Four is stability, and the Jack is and this Jack doesn't really take action because it already has the winning hand, right? It already has the winnings. That's why when you look at it, it's holding the pentacle. It's like, yeah, these are my wins. I just got back from the casino and I robbed the casino. Oh man, you should have seen me. I was on a freaking roll. The Jack of Diamonds. So for some of you, it could be that you had a financial loss. You got crushed in the market. Crypto hammered you. And the market's gonna come back. You know, the Bitcoin market, I mean, I don't know what it's at now, but went to 108. It went down to 86. I mean, it was like a yo-yo. A lot of people get emotional off of crypto because they're trading it. It's gonna go where it's gonna go, man. If you get emotional by the stock market and letting it dictate the sadness and your happiness, where's the freedom in that? I know there's joy in trading, right? If you could do it like the loss. Like, I'll give you an example. If you go play poker and it's not for money, you go to someone's house and everybody has chips, but there's no money involved. You don't have any issues going all in and letting it ride, because who gives a shit? There's no money involved. But if you add numerical value to it, if you add actually money to it, you're going to think twice about doing what you're doing. So it gets a little more serious. Are you serious? I'm serious. So the value of that, knowing you're playing with real money, it's a little different than not playing with it. So some people get emotionally involved with the markets because they have money involved. Maybe you shouldn't play it. Maybe you should just collect it. That's what I do, just collect it. But anyway, a lot of you have financial sorrows and woes. Maybe you got divorce papers served to you. Maybe you have to go to court, child custody. But this usually indicates a loss already. So these are not like future endeavors. It could be. But for some of you, it's you had a breakup. You have alimony that you got served. And you got to do that. There may be a death here. But since we got pentacles, there is a large portion of you that's going to involve money, and this is a slow, steady progress of saving. Maybe based upon that huge loss that you took, maybe it taught you a lesson. Slow down, don't rush into it. Because this was the Knight the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. That's more of a rushing, like fire energy. But this is more of a. This card is typically the interpretation is the horse isn't moving, and the guy already has his winnings in his hand. So it's like, I got it, I'm cool. And then the 4 is financial security. So there is, for some of you here, it is money. A large portion, I would imagine, it will involve your pocket. Let's pull one astro card and see what house or zodiac sign it wants to look through, and maybe that'll help for some of you. Yeah, there could be alimony, there could be divorce papers, there could be child support, there could be somebody robbed you. You could have got robbed, someone could have stole, someone could have broken into your account, someone could have hacked your account. Could be that on the table. All right, let's see, astro card. What's this card? Capricorn. And Capricorn is the ruler of courts, law, real estate, divorce, marriage, child custody, career, money. I mean, hello. So let me look at on the bottom, 8th house, which is power. Yeah, for a lot of you here, you're grieving over a loss that has to do with something that you had that involves money or possessions. Or maybe you had some inheritance and you're fighting over it, and and you're sad about it. I'm gonna pull one card from my shadow deck, just for last one. One card to kind of get the overall energy here of what's kind of the final verdict here. Two of Hearts, that's partnerships, man. So, I mean, the confirmations are here. I would imagine this message is for those of you that are in a marriage, you're going through divorce, you're going through a breakup. It will involve divvying things up. Don't be a penny pincher. Don't be like trying. Anyway, you got to be fair. Take it slow. Don't rush into this. Don't make any hasty decisions. Two of Hearts is partnerships. So this could be child custody, this could be divorce, this could be a fiance that just broke up with you, or you broke up with them and you have to divvy up. This could be just a loss of that kind of energy, and it's going to cost you money because maybe you, even the simplicity of like, you can't even work. You're so heartbroken. So you're going to have a loss of money here. Calling in sick to work.
Please no, what the fuck?
This is the second card in the deck, man. So we're talking money, the House of Taurus, finances. Capricorn rules in a way, rules the money in the grid. So look to your house of Capricorn. Look to your 10th house in astrology. Maybe it'll be there for you. Maybe there'll be some energy in there from a planetary position that will highlight a little bit more of what I just said right here. But that's what I got for all of you. All right. Yeah, that's what I see for you folks. So if you're going through it, I get it, but remember, I just remind you that it's only temporary. So it's not permanent. Coincidence there says I've lost almost 100K getting robbed. Well, you know, I know what that feels like, and I would just at least consider you didn't get robbed. It wasn't yours. We rent everything. So if somebody robbed you, it was in the screenplay for you to get robbed. We just call it robbed. But did you get robbed? No. You gave it back. It wasn't yours. Even if you earned it, it never was yours. That really lightens the load of this feeling here of like, oh man, I mean, back in the day, man, I've had a lot of big nasty things happen. And now I look back on it, and I was all predestined. I was all supposed to happen, and I was being harvested for my emotional reactions based upon the set of circumstances and the set of experiences that I went through. Now I know it's like when something happens, I catch myself, the energy, and then you have the ability to not give it so much energy. You may not be able to completely thwart the energies because you're a human being, I get it, but you may be able to dissolve them much faster. Talk yourself into that aspect of like, it wasn't mine to begin with. And the thing is that maybe we need to focus on, I'll just freaking make twice as much as that I got taken from me next time. Because I have the power to do that. Especially if you have an 8 life path or an 8th birthday, or the 8s are notorious to have things and then have it being taken away from them. But then when you're consciously aware of that energy and the possibility of it having taken away from you, you can just say, I'll just go build it again. I'll just go create it again. Because I had the power to do that. And you won't stay stuck in this energy like a lot of people do. They mourn over their losses, and they never get over licking their wounds. They're just constantly licking their wounds, and that takes away from the energy of the creation energy that's behind you, the cups that are behind you, where you could say, I'm not going to focus on and give my energy to the loss or the robbing that I got. I'm going to go and turn around and create with the expertise that I have. I already made the hunt. Like in your case, you had lost 100K. It wasn't yours to begin with. So just go make another 100. You already made 100. So just go make it again, duplicate. You've already done it once. It's not like you're trying to reinvent the wheel. We don't look at these things this way. It's like, oh my God, it was so much money. I get it. But you made it, or you earned it. It's part of your screenplay. You lost it, was part of your screenplay. Time to go create it again. Let me just add these up. See if I can't get another. Yeah, 185. 185 is tied to rhenium and Sirius. 75. This is Lucifer energy here. 185 is the total card number. 41 plus 76 plus 68. 185, and that's the weight of rhenium. Repeat. That's a raw energy. All right. That's what I got for all of you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor and a pleasure. What's your question 96 in the books? It's been a lot of fun. Did a lot of rants. Got to a lot of questions, I think. Let's see what we're going to play for the music to end this. Let's see what we want to play here. All right, we'll play. This band's name is Plush. It's an all-female band. Amazing band. This is a cover of the song Down in a Hole by Alice in Chains. It's about 5.5 minutes long, so I'll let this play, let you talk amongst yourselves. Thanks to Pamela for being the wrench in here. Appreciate you all being here, all the support. My name is Logan for Decode Your Reality. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you later.
Rains down and here каким ни был путь, идти до конца. Больше воздуха вдруг не прячем лица. И не важно, кто осудит, время не забудет. Это борьба с самим собой. Сквозь дым густой, стальные двери, летит душа за мечтой. И пусть никто в нее не верит, мой дух не сломит, мечту не сломать, мой путь только ввысь. Там над облаками хочется жить, свободы дышать, нас не победить, когда горы с нами, когда горы с нами. Сердце пламенем бьет, и пульс на висках. Мир вокруг пропадет, лишь воля в глазах. Все равно, что дальше будет, время все рассудит. Это борьба с самим собой. Сквозь дым густой, стальные двери, летит душа за мечтой. И пусть никто в нее не верит, мой дух не сломит, мечту не сломать, мой путь только ввысь. Там над облаками хочется жить, свободы дышать, нас не победить, когда горы с нами. Это борьба с самим собой. Сквозь дым густой, стальные двери, летит душа вслед за мечтой. И пусть никто в нее не верит, мой дух не сломит, мечту не сломать, мой путь только ввысь. Там над облаками хочется жить, свободы дышать, нас не победить, когда горы с нами. Когда утро еще не разбудит свет, тишина на рассвете и нет машин, все вокруг замирает, ни звука нет, и на трон восседают покой и мир. Когда на пик горы сядут облака, так что за белой дымкой не видно край, и вздохнув глубоко, посмотрю я вдаль, понимаю, что это и есть мой рай. И по ночам мне снится вся красота, что в Дагестане. Я буду родиной гордиться, ее любить не перестану. И даже за границей у дагестанского народа в сердцах любовь искрится к своей земле, к своей природе. Когда солнце стоит прямо над головой, наполняя цветы цветы и даря тепло. Громкий гул принесется за детворой, ветром с моря гонимой назад домой. А потом уже ночь примет свой черед, две звезды вдалеке ослепит глаза. И когда сонный город опять уснет, понимаю, что это и есть мой рай. И по ночам мне снится вся красота, что в Дагестане. Я буду родиной гордиться, ее любить не перестану. И даже за границей у дагестанского народа в сердцах любовь искрится к своей земле, к своей природе. Sorrow is the only thing inside. Never thought I'd lose my smile, and it's really hard to believe, so painful to see what has happened to me. He'd be my own sunshine, she'd be my closest friend, and then the story came to an end. Trying to hide the passion was stringing me along, till once I came to him and soul. And now alone and broken, I try to hide my pain inside. Nothing can make me happy, nothing can make me smile. But I'll get over it. I'll find someone who'll get my tears to try and all these feelings suddenly disappear, forever disappear. Memories, oh, the memories will come. There'll be 2 scars on my heart, and it's still so hard to believe that life that I lived was a sham, and it's